Hey everyone, how's it going? Sorry the video started like a few minutes late. Actually, no, it's probably like 20 seconds, maybe 10. Anyways, I didn't get to record at the very beginning like I wanted to. Um, anyways, so today I'm gonna be talking to you a little bit about grief, a little bit about how to do better. I mean, I'm not the best. I'm not saying I am, but I'm decent. Um, anyways, and just some tactics that I use in grief and just playing zombies in general. So, as you can see, I already have, I think, the most kills, and that's just about how it always goes for me. I just about always have the most kills because, well, I guess I don't know, I run around and I get as many kills as I possibly can because my goal in those first few rounds is get my perks. I want Juggernog by at least round 4 is what I'm aiming for pretty much, because the quicker you have Juggernog, the less likely you're going to go down and the more chance that your team has of surviving. And, you know, people say that it's better to save, or it's better to let some people have zombies. And, well, I mean, sure, it's good for your team to have zombies, but it's not good for the other team to have zombies. And there's no real way to control that. Be like, oh, well, you guys can't have zombies and we can. And so, really, I just go all out. Doesn't matter if my teammate's trying to kill the zombie or an enemy's trying to kill the zombie. Because chances are that there's an enemy trying to kill that zombie when I'm trying to kill it, as well as my teammates are trying to kill it. So I want to keep as many kills away from the enemy team as much as possible. And this makes it harder for them to get Juggernog and get cool weapons and stuff like that in the later rounds, making them much more susceptible to going down easier. Another thing is, I don't hit the box until I have all 4 of my perks and things are going smoothly. At that time, I'll start hitting the box, but that's usually around round 10, and the MP5 is good up until like round 15 or so. And so usually I'll buy the MP5 and just keep on using it until it runs out of ammo, really. I mean, not until it runs out of ammo, but either until I want a new gun, or I don't know, just until I feel I need to use something else. But I usually get Juggernog, then Double Tap, then Speed Cola, then Quick Revive. I may get Quick Revive sooner rather than later, depending on whether or not my teammates go down a lot. This will also help you rank up faster, because, well, the more kills you have, the less times you go down, and the more you revive your teammates are all really good ways to level you up. I play this at least like once or twice a day, and I go over 200 kills, 0 deaths, and sometimes 10 or 20 revives. Really kind of just depends. But, yeah, because if you don't go down, then you now have a whole bunch more kills and 0 deaths. And a few good ways to, like, I guess, not go down so much is, 1, avoid getting in situations that can lead to disaster. So, kind of the shoot first and ask questions later kind of thing. Because if you start questioning yourself, you know, whether or not running through these zombies is a good idea, just start shooting. Zombies actually have a, I guess, kind of a flinch factor. And so if you're shooting them while they're trying to hit you, they will not hit you sometimes. It doesn't work all the time, but there have been a few times when I had an LMG and I got trapped in a corner by 3 zombies and I did not go down. I hardly even got hit because I just started spraying with my LMG. And I don't know, I lived. Also, those of you that have, I guess, problems playing solo is actually really good practice to get better. Practice things like looping zombies or training, rape training, whatever you'd like to call them. And whenever you're aiming at a zombie or firing at a zombie, aim towards the head. Well, for one, it does a lot more damage and you conserve a lot more ammo. And it's also a lot more points, so that's also helpful. And it also makes your score better. There's a ton of things that it does when you aim at the head. I would say probably 40% to, or 33 to 40% of all of my kills are headshots. And it helps tremendously. It offers so much more score. And by the way, the reason I get double tap is because, for those of you that don't know, it makes you shoot 33% faster. And then you also fire 2 bullets for every 1 bullet. So it's extremely helpful, and it's like you're shooting 266% faster with the same amount of ammo. I mean, and you have twice as much. I don't know. It's kind of confusing, but, or what I was saying is kind of confusing. But anyways, yeah, it is a great perk to have, and I would honestly say it's probably the second best next to Juggernog. Juggernog, for obvious reasons, is probably one of the best. But it kind of is, I don't know. I think Juggernog almost makes you worse sometimes, because you think, oh, well, I can get hit 5 times before I die. I can sit here and tank these zombies, and I don't need to move around as much, because I can usually kill them before they kill me. But then again, if you play with, without Juggernog, you're a lot more, like, cautious, you make better decisions, usually. And you try a lot harder to not go down. Whereas with Juggernog, you don't try as hard, and, well, some people go down all the time with Juggernog. I mean, I was looking at a NukeTown gameplay that I was doing. I was on round 18 and still did not have Juggernog, and I did not go down once. As soon as I got Juggernog, by round 24, I went down. I was only 6 rounds later. And then again, I went down again on like round 25, and I think then round 30 or something like that. Maybe round 30. I'm not sure. Also, headsets. It doesn't matter if they're earphones or Turtle Beaches. The game has an automatic programming system that kind of sets up Turtle Beach effect. So if you can wear headphones somehow, then that would be really great. Or just earbuds. Because then you can kind of hear, oh, well, the zombies are behind me. Or they're to my right, or to my left, or in front of me, or above me. You know, in some cases they are above you. But anyways, it's really helpful to have that. And I use mine all the time. And they also help me get a lot of kills because, oh, I can say, well, the zombies are over here. I should go over here and kill them. There's no real way to tell you exactly how to not get killed by zombies, because it happens to the best of us. I mean, some people are just amazing and they can make better decisions than most people about when to do something and when not to. But the thing is you kind of have to have no hesitation about what you're going to do. If you hesitate for even a second, you're probably going to go down. I've had cases in which there was 2 zombies coming at me from both left and right, and I ran through them. Same case, I hesitated for a second, they closed in on me because I also had a train in behind me, and I died. It's really upsetting, it really is. And, yeah, Juggernog, definitely something you need early on. And as you can see, by round 6, I've already got 3 of my perks. And I'm working on getting Quick Revive already. Just because it's so essential to have as many perks as you can. And that's why the 6 perk glitch is amazing. Anyways, so for tactics about, winning grief games. And unfortunately, I don't follow my own rules all the time. I should not have killed that zombie right there. And it would have made the other person die. And I think 2 of them are already down. And that definitely would have helped. Knifing them while they're trying to revive their teammates is a good idea. If I had Galvanockles, I could have stopped that guy from reviving his teammate even when he was on the ground. Or if you really want to sacrifice your life, I would not do it. When I had perks, at least. If you want to, you can dolphin dive on them when they lay on the ground, and, you know, it'll down them as well. And then just have your teammates pick you up, and the next person to try and revive them, dolphin dive on them, and boom. You have everybody down on round 2. My friends and I did this, or my subscribers and I did this a while back when we were playing Farm, and we had 4 of us in here, and we wanted to end the rounds as quickly as possible. Sometimes we had the rounds ended by round 4, because we would block off Juggernog, and then whenever somebody would go down, we'd go rush them, and like keep them from reviving them, and then when they went to go lay down, dolphin dived on top of them. And we had people down constantly. The meat, it's a good idea to throw it on people who go down often, or who don't, or yeah, people who can't really defend themselves. That's definitely a good idea. And I don't know, it's kind of difficult to throw sometimes, or hit some people, but it's definitely worth doing, or trying to do. I mean, you don't miss very often, because if you get it, like, by their feet, it will jump onto them pretty much. And it's also a good tool to use if you have the Galvanockles and no weapon to knife fast with. I've done that before. I got the rotten meat, and I just decided to keep it in my hand until further notice. Round 13 or 14, and I got it at round, like, 8, and I still had it. Yeah, maximize your points. That's one thing. I guess I kind of keep saying that. But in the early rounds, you want as many points as physically possible. If we all started out with 10,000, that'd be really cheap. But, you know, we want as many points as possible. Also, another way to get the enemy down is when one of their teammates goes down, start running trains right around the person who went down. Just have a whole bunch of zombies right there. Or when they're coming to revive them, shoot them so that the zombies will grab onto them, or not grab onto them, but attack them. It's not like, okay, obviously if you have a zombie by you and you shoot somebody who's in front of you, the zombie's still going to come after you. But if they have a horde of zombies following them, and you start shooting them, it's going to slow them down, make it harder for them to get away, and the zombies are going to start attacking them. I should not have shot those zombies right there. I don't know why I did that. I guess I was just kind of in a killing frenzy. But, yeah, that's what you want to do. And you also want to watch out for crawlers. Those things can mess you up so bad. Because sometimes you don't see them. And if you don't have sound on or something, you may not hear them at all. Or anything. The only reason I noticed that one was there was because of my turtle beaches. I could hear him. Yeah. Shooting them is a good idea. Throwing grenades at them and that kind of thing is also a good idea. And I don't know. Keep a weapon that you can use constantly. I usually keep the MP5 until I have 2 good weapons. Or, I mean, until I get, well, yeah, I guess 2 good weapons. So, right now I have the MTAR and the MP5, I believe. And both of them are really good weapons. And I can keep constantly filling up my ammo on the MP5. And so that's extremely helpful. Another tactic to getting people down is to run a train and then run it straight into somebody. And that'll definitely do it for that person. I was playing in a game with my subscribers where we started on round 20 on Grief and K-Dog. And most of you should probably know who that is by now. But anyways, he's one of my subscribers and we were all playing in a game and he was running a train and I was running next to him and he was on the other team. And he ran the train directly into me and trapped me in a corner. It was really skillful. It got me down and pissed me off. I wasn't, you know, really pissed, but, you know. I just kind of admired his, you know, usability of trains and killing people. Yeah. Also, hand-to-hand combat is kind of good on the early rounds and or later rounds because you can get power-ups easier and quicker than the enemy can, because they'll be farther away and you'll be right next to the zombie. So as soon as the zombie dies, you pick it up. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys want me to do more of this, let me know. Game's almost over. I think I have like a minute and a half left. And yeah, you guys should definitely know, or you guys should definitely tell me what you want to know. If there's, something that you want to see me do, or that kind of thing. Also, don't back up into corners. Always make sure you have an exit. That's like one of the main things that I forget most of the time, to be honest. Alright, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and have fun.